Hey guys, Zoo here. Just want to make a quick video on what weapons you warriors out there should be using on your journey from levels 1 to 60. Alright, without further ado, let's get right into it. From levels 10 through 15, 18 if you're Alliance, you'll be using one of these three weapons from your level 10 warrior quest depending on your race. For Alliance, Horde, and Forsaken players, the name of the items will be different, but the base stats of the items will be the same. For humans, you could use either the sword or the mace because of your sword and mace specialization, giving you plus 5 skill to each weapon. Orcs should use the axe because of their axe specialization, and everyone else can pick whichever weapon to their liking. For Horde, levels 15 through 18, the Axe of Orgrimmar will be your go-to weapon. Around 15, I highly suggest you go back and complete the quest chain starting at Thrall, called Hidden Enemies. It's a quick chain that will first lead you through Northern Durotor, making you kill the Burning Blade Fanatics and Apprentices to get the Lieutenant's Insignia. It can drop off the first mob or the 50th, it's just a random chance. The chain then leads you into Ragefire Chasm, having you kill Basilan and Jurgosh the Invoker. After having done so, it's just 2 quick turn-ins and Orgrimmar, and back to Thrall to get your axe. Alliance have a couple of options at this point. You can run Deadmines a few times for a chance at Smite's Mighty Hammer off of Smite himself. 11 strength, 4 agi, and 3.5 weapon speed is amazing for our level range. If the hammer doesn't drop, another decent option could be Taskmaster Axe off of Sneed. The base is low, and it has a pretty fast weapon speed, but it should get the job done. I would highly recommend replacing it with a green one as soon as you can, somewhere in the mid to late 20s. Unfortunately for both Horde and Alliance, the 18 through 30 leveling range doesn't really have many options, but once you hit 30, everything changes. Alright, for levels 18 through 30 on the Horde side, believe it or not, the Crescent Staff is one of the best leveling weapons for warriors at this range. Even with its fast attack speed, the base damage outweighs most of the other weapons you can get in this range. You can get this weapon from a quest chain in Barrens from Tonga Rune Totem, starting at level 10, leading up to getting the quest Leaders of the Fang from Nara Wildmane. Getting this weapon is more than worth your time, since you'll have around 4 to 6 quests, giving you a lot of experience for completing the dungeon. The quest to enter Wailing Caverns starts at level 14, making you collect 4 gems that drop off Lord Colbrand, Lady Anacondra, Lord Pythus, and Lord Serpentis. I wouldn't run this dungeon any shy of level 18, 17 if you have a very confident group. The Barrens in the beginning area of Stone Talon Mountains should have more than enough quests for you to reach level 18. The Whirlwind Axe. One of the coolest and iconic weapons that warriors receive in my opinion, that can easily carry you to level 47. To get this weapon so early, you'll need help from friends or a high level to guide you through getting all of the charms, killing the Bloodscalp trolls for their tusks, and killing the elite elemental at the end, which is level 40. The quest chain is a little long, so I definitely recommend checking out Tipsout's extensive quest guide for the Whirlwind Axe. I'll include a link for you guys in the description. The reason as to why you pick the Whirlwind Axe over the sword or warhammer is because it's just flat out better than the other 2 choices given to you. Not only that, but if you're using this talent tree while leveling, it will just be that much better for you down the line. I'll put it up here on the screen for you guys to look at. Quick shout out to Monkey News for the talent build, by the way. Even without the 5 points into Axe Mastery in the Arms tree, or Axe Specialization from being an Orc, the Whirlwind Axe will still be the best choice out of the 3 options for you, so definitely pick it up. Alright, levels 48 to 60. You have a few options you can go with here. One of your options here is running Ulvin once for all the quests, making it worth doing with all the experience you get from the entire run. Both Stone Slayer and the Rock Pounder drop from the last boss of the dungeon. If you had to pick of the 2, the Stone Slayer would be the better choice, but given that both of these items have around a 20% drop chance, you're lucky to get either one of them. At most, I'd say you can run this dungeon at least once more if neither of the items dropped, if you're really that determined, but I personally wouldn't recommend it. Your second option would be to do a Princess Run. A Princess Run, for anyone who doesn't know, is entering Meridon midway through the instance using the Scepter of Celebris, which is given to you by completing the pre-quest Legends of Meridon, allowing you to bypass most of the dungeon, leaving you only the final 3 bosses to do. The Gatorbite Axe drops off of one of those 3 bosses called Rockrip, I recommend fighting him after you kill Princess, since she has a chance at dropping your pre-raid best in slot ring for Fury or Prot. Now, if you happen to get a hold of an Executioner's Cleaver, then you're set. This weapon will take you all the way to 60. It's the best weapon by far in terms of its level, and it has a great base damage, good weapon speed, and a lot of strength with added hit percent. Try to snag one early from somebody selling it if given the opportunity. I guess we could also give an honorable mention to Kang the Decapitator. This item is not as good as the Executioner's Cleaver, but if you can also get this item for cheap, I mean really cheap early on, then it might be worth picking it up. I wouldn't go out of my way to get it though. Well, that does it for my video. Thank you guys so much for watching it. I hope some of you learned something from it. Do me a favor and subscribe if it helped you out in any way. Also, I stream on Twitch, so if you'd like to see any more of my content live, check it out in the links below. Thank you guys so much again for watching, and I'll see you next time.